ladies and gentlemen, it is in fact that time again. It is my favorite time of the week. We have an amazing Nintendo eShop sale to get into, where we have a bunch of great games at some super discounted prices. You're definitely not going to want to miss this, so let's go ahead and get right into the video. So before we get into all of these amazing deals, I just want to say, I gave away another 2 eShop gift cards. Thank you for all of the support lately. Every single week when I do an eShop video, I give away eShop gift cards. And if you would like to have the opportunity to win some of those, all you have to do is be a subscriber and also be following me on Instagram, because I'm trying to grow my Instagram because it's a lot of fun talking to you guys over there. So yeah, as long as you're doing that, you have the chance to win an eShop gift card. Now before we get into this video, if you could hit a like and subscribe, well hey, that would be pretty cool. And let's go ahead and get right into these amazing deals. The first game that's on sale that we need to talk about is Curse to Golf. And this is currently $4.99, that is 75% off, and this is the lowest price this game has ever been. I actually talk about this game all the time, and the reason is, it's one of my favorite games I have ever played. It's essentially a golf game, but really it's so much more than that. You are struck by lightning and sent to purgatory, and the way you get out of purgatory is to golf out of 18 levels, or 18 holes. As you play, the levels do get harder and harder, but you do unlock some abilities. But if you lose at any time on any hole, it's right back to the beginning. This game is a treat to play, so you don't want to miss this one. Now let's talk about Inside, which is currently $1.99, and that is 90% off the full price. Hunted and alone, a boy finds himself drawn into the center of a dark project. Inside is a dark, narrative-driven platformer, combining intense action with challenging puzzles. So there's 2 games, there's Inside and there's another one that I can't think of the name of it right now. But they're pretty similar games made by the same people. I had heard about them and seen them over and over, and I always thought, a $2 game? Is it really as good as people say? I finally bought this on an eShop sale earlier this year, and yeah, it's as good as everybody says. Now let's talk about Sherlock Holmes, The Devil's Daughter. And this is currently $3.89, that's 87% off, and this is the lowest price this game has ever been. Something darker is taking root in London. Is it just smoke and mirrors from cunning crooks? Or is something darker at play here? Each case requires you to strike the right balance between logic, gut instinct, and superstitious beliefs. Track down evil in the darkest corners of London and the human soul, be it from this world or possibly another. In my opinion, all of the Sherlock Holmes games are pretty good. They're not the greatest games and they don't look the best, but if you're looking for a solid, fun adventure that's pretty creepy and super cheap, well, you don't need to look any further than this. Another great game on sale right now is Ultimate Chicken Horse, and this is currently $6.74, and that's 55% off the full price. Ultimate Chicken Horse is a party platformer where you and your friends build the level as you play, placing deadly traps before trying to reach the end of the level. If you can make it but your friends can't, you score points. You can play online or locally with your animal buddies and experiment with a wide variety of platforms to find new ways to mess with your friends. This is a really cool, wacky little weird game that I didn't know much about until earlier this year, and I'm surprised more people don't talk about this game because it actually has a lot going for it, so I would definitely check this one out. So a game that just came out is SteamWorld Heist 2, and it's already on sale. This game is currently $19.49, that's 35% off, and this is the lowest price this game has ever been. Pretty much every single SteamWorld game, at least in my opinion, is a quality experience. And to be honest, this is actually one of the best Switch games that came out this year entirely. This game really was worth it, even at full price. But the thing about SteamWorld games is they're always on sale and usually go on sale pretty fast. So when you see them so cheap, you're probably thinking, a game that cheap? How can it be good? I'm not really sure how they make these games this cheap, but I'm here to tell you they are worth every single penny. Now let's talk about a weird and strange game called Say No More, and this is currently $2.24, and that's 85% off the full price. Using simple controls designed for anyone to pick it up and play, start your working life through a predetermined path in a quirky office environment, touching on timeless and modern issues such as social etiquette, friendship, and workplace standards. This hilarious adventure also has tender depth. If I had to describe this game simply, it's almost like playing one of those weird Japanese game shows. It gives me those same exact vibes, so you're definitely going to get your value out of this one. The next game is either called Tchia or Tchia, not really sure, but it's $14.99. That's 50% off, and this is the lowest price this game has ever been. I actually just talked about this game recently. It was definitely in a Hidden Gems video, but I can't remember if it was for the Switch or the PS5. I want to say I talked about it in a PS5 video. This game has a lot going for it. Number one, the setting is absolutely beautiful. I can't remember what island or what location this game is inspired by, but they absolutely nailed the quote-unquote vibes. Your special gift is you can take control of any animal or any object. So you have over 30 animals and hundreds of objects to choose from. So you can fly, swim, dig, and just explore any way that you see fit. So you need to solve a bunch of puzzles and solve a bunch of secrets. You're not going to want to miss this one. Now let's talk about Oceanhorn 2, Knights of the Lost Realm. And this is currently $13.49. That's 55% off, and this is the lowest price this game has ever been. I think in last week's video we talked about the first Oceanhorn game. So yeah, this is the follow-up. These are basically just Zelda clones. And the Zelda game that this one reminds me of the most is Breath of the Wild, but the only way it reminds me of it is simply in like the graphics and kind of the locations a little bit. This game has its own style of gameplay, its own story, and it just does its own thing entirely. I actually own both Oceanhorn games, and they're both solid adventures. And yeah, this is the lowest price this game has ever been, so this is the perfect time to jump into this. Now let's talk about a game called Planet of Lana. This is currently $12.99, and that's 35% off the full price. A planet that used to be a place of undisturbed balance between human, nature, and animals has now become something else entirely. The disharmony that has been in the making for hundreds of years has finally arrived in the form of a faceless army. But this is not a story about war. This is a story about a vibrant, beautiful planet, and the journey to keep it that way. So this is another game that actually came out this year, and I want to say just a few months ago. It kind of flew under the radar a little bit, but it is a very charming game that everybody should check out. Now let's talk about Hogwarts Legacy, the Deluxe Edition. And this is currently $20.99. That is 70% off, and this is the lowest price this has ever been. So just getting the base game for 20 bucks is an amazing deal. Sure, this game looks better and runs better on other platforms, but I beat this entire game on the Switch and I loved every second of it. But this isn't just the base game. This is the Deluxe Edition. So you're getting all the DLC and the base game for only $20. You're saving like 50 bucks on this. So if you ever wanted to jump into this, I'm here to tell you, you should definitely do it. This is the perfect time. Another great game that's on sale right now is Narita Boy. And this is only $4.99, and that's 80% off the full price. You need to explore the mysteries of the digital kingdom. Venture up, down, left, and right to discover the darkest depths of the broken binary code in a never-ending story. Equipped with the only weapon to defeat the stallion threat, take the Techno Sword and plunge it into the digital hearts of your enemies. Do not let this empire strike back. You need to be the true Blade Runner. I absolutely love everything about this game. Like, the whole premise is really cool and the gameplay is awesome, but the way the game looks is so damn cool. It really feels like something retro brought to modern times, so you definitely don't want to miss this one. Now let's talk about the Escapist Complete Edition, and this is currently $2.99, and that is 80% off the full price. The Escapist is an award-winning prison break simulation that provides players the opportunity of experiencing a lighthearted insight into everyday prison life. Master the routine, plan your strategy, then execute your escape. So the cool thing about this is not only are you getting the game, you're getting all of the DLC, which basically turns it into like 5 different games. I bought this recently and it's so damn fun. It's really stupid sometimes. It's a little challenging, but I actually find it super addicting. I like watching prison movies and prison shows, so maybe that's why I like this so much. But pretty much anybody who plays this is going to enjoy it. And the last game we're talking about today is Kave Adventure. And this is currently $1.99, and that is 90% off the full price. Meet Cave, the jet-powered caveman, a has-been chief banished by his own tribe. He stumbles upon a jetpack. This device turns him into the only prehistoric man who stands a chance against the alien invaders. I actually love this game. Like, it's crazy that it's only $2 because it plays so well and it looks amazing. And if I could explain this in the most simple way, This basically just feels like a caveman version of a Donkey Kong game. I get these same exact vibes from this as I do the new Donkey Kong games, and you know, those games are like 60 bucks. This is only $2, and you're gonna have the same amount of fun. You really would be hard pressed to find a $2 game that is better than this, especially on the Switch. So, ladies and gentlemen, I don't know how many games that was, maybe 12, 13, 14, who the hell knows? You probably do. In the comments below, as always, let me know your thoughts and opinions. And remember, if you would like to have the chance to win an eShop gift card every single week, all you have to do is be a subscriber and be following me on Instagram. Because if you enjoy my videos, why wouldn't you subscribe and follow my Instagram? Yeah, it makes perfect sense. If you have made it this far into the video, just know I truly appreciate you. And you guys know me, I will see you very soon with a new video. Peace out.